So we're now the last day of June. It's the 30th. So the latest news is on the breeding season. Mr. Ruby is there and he's now chasing up our heifer called Madra. She's next to be bulled. Now I can tell you since my last video, if she's not fully on, he has her well spotted. It'll be probably tomorrow morning before she's waiting. But the lady behind her there, the red white head's daughter, she has been bulled, or she was at least bulling anyhow. He has her sorted. He has Frisian sorted. He was following up Davy's heifer yesterday. He has Red Clare bulled, and he has the red white head bulled. Oh, and this one is, I'm not sure about this lady. She's small. He may not have. She was bulling. Well, we'll see how that turns out. She's our smallest heifer. When we look at him beside her, but out from that, all is going well. Our two galloways haven't. So this lady hasn't come into season yet, and this Beltymore hasn't either, and the blue. So as I say, the two first calf heifers are normally that little bit later coming into heat after their first calf. So I said I'd make this little video here. I had them on a small little area. The hedge is there, and they can go through that hedge, and there's double the area on the far side. So it's just handy at the minute that they're all tightened in here. So we can get a good old look at them now. So yeah, she's bulled as well. Now I haven't seen this fella walk. I just see him following up the cows. The bull owner, Clive, has told me that we will very rarely see him work, but he has had 2 crops off him, so we know he's working. But yeah, he doesn't overly overwork. But this lady was mad bulling yesterday, and I never witnessed him bull her, but she has the tail slightly elevated today. Well, she's more relaxed now, but she had that tail elevated, which tells me that she was done. Isn't that right? What are you complaining about now? There's a nice picture there. Now I think that'll be the thumbnail for my next video. So yeah, we have lots of rain now anyhow, so the drought has definitely been broken. We're getting a westerly weather again for the foreseeable future. I think the long-term forecast suggests that it'll be this way for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll have maybe a bit of a dry spell towards the end of the month, end of July. So not too bad at all. We've a lot of summer left. So there's our little Galloway family here. Hopefully now next year we'll have lots of belts to be looking at. Here's our little Hereford family. And the rest are mixed matches. That's the red white head's granddaughter. And here's our purebred shorthorn heifer out of Red Clare. So let me just go up here now and get a look at our bull up close. This bull is super quiet. What I like about this bull is he doesn't look at me for too long. He looks at me and he looks away. He's not worried about my presence at all. Now here's the thing. There's Belty Bjog. She's hanging around him now a lot as well. So hopefully I would love to see her coming cycling now. As I say, she's a first calf heifer, so they tend to wait for the full 3 months before they become cycling. They can be that little bit late for their second calf and then catch up. But she's holding her condition well, and she's queuing up waiting her turn. Mr. Bull there in front. Like mother, like daughter, huh? So they're all very relaxed. Now, by right, I have been moving them every day. They were in this area from 9 o'clock last night. What time are we now? We're only 7 o'clock now in the evening. I may not move them tonight. I'm going to leave them here tonight and I'll move them first thing in the morning. Why am I doing that? Because I don't have my fencing with me. So they have enough on the far side to do them for tonight. Here's a lady now that's on the tin side. She was always that way. When I bought her, she was not the heifer I wanted. I was buying her sister, which is here, and the deal was to buy the two of them. So she's just that bit harder fed, that lady. Now here is Ruby in all his glory. And he has Madra, if you can just see her legs at the far side of him there. So that is the carry on the last day of June. Tomorrow is the 1st of July. And the cattle are very relaxed here now, like myself. So I will put this together and make a little bit of a video tomorrow to see what the progress is, or did Madra come into heat like we believe she is going to. But I have to laugh at all the ladies that haven't been bulled yet. This lady, and well, Maverick's not going to bother. But they're kind of queuing up for this manly looking bull in front. I find that funny. Now, you're all super quiet, girls. You're full. So on the last day of June, I will chat to you soon. So we're Saturday morning, the 1st of July, and my throat is still, or my voice is still hoarse. But I'm alright. I'm just going to come in and check these bulls and bullock before I check the cows. I have them on this lower boggy spot. This is a field I'm fairly fond of, to be honest. It's dry in the summer and wet in the winter, and even when it's wet in the winter, they don't go down that far in it. I had them cattle there on this place for a good bit over the winter. Now, I was kind of setting it out in little areas like I have done here again now. So there's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. They were here and I moved them all around, and what I'm doing is I'm following them up with our Connemara foal here. And he's a yearling now. And the reason I'm doing that is because when the grass is ate off, I run these behind this boy here and his little comrade there. That's dose of a thing. But however, they ate off the rushes. Well, they ate a few of them anyhow. He's only after getting up. So there you go, you can see them there eating off them rushes. So that's the kind of plan. I let them clean up after the cattle. So they have 1, 2, 3. This is their third move in here. I will let them in here this evening and make another area then in among them trees. So here's our Galloway bullock. That drinker needs to be filled actually. I'm still drawing water for these. It's not too bad, there's only a few of them. Here's our 2 bulls, our 2 shorthorn bulls. Super quiet animals. As you can see, well used to me. They don't even bother getting up. But I will get them up so we can have a look at them. Thriving mad. You're going to get up now and have a look at you. Look at that. There we go. Now my boy. There's a heifer now, an immature heifer. She was a bucket fed heifer. She shouldn't be in here, to be honest with you. But she is. I've never seen her come bulling. She's kind of immature for her age. You're getting up now and we have a look at you. That's the boy. Stretch it out. So he is coming on very well. This lad's getting his morning riser. God help us. So that's our two shorthorns. Starting to shape up nicely. They will be going back into the herd when Ruby is gone back. So they're super quiet. That reddish fella now is after growing serious this last while. I always had him as my favourite. But then a lot of people rather this one here. I think he's overtaken him this last while again. Speaking of cycling, they're very interested in that heifer this morning. Even our bullock. I'll keep an eye on that. But that is our bulls for now. I'm going to go down to the cattle. The cows, I'll be back in a sec. So I'm down with the cows now. I've just finished off making a little fence on the far side of that hedge. So they have this bit of an area here, as far as our fence there, can you see it? And they have an area I'm going to walk into now. There's the gap. And the far side of that hedge as well. So they have lovely browse on them hedges, as well as that nice green grass, perfectly recovered and ready for grazing again. And they have a little area in here as well. There's with a bit of rain that's after coming, a bit of messing they can do with the quad. Well, this is the gap, you're going to get that. Now, my cattle are there waiting patiently. They have this little area here also. So that's a good bit of grass. There's about 2 days grass in this next move. And that's okay. Now you can notice here now there's a couple of tips that haven't fully recovered. That is because the cattle were across that fence about, 10 days ago, and the calves are coming on underneath and nipping away themselves. But I can assure you that it is recovered. So that's 10 days recovery there. That's what it looks like. What's the hammer? Someone's doing some steel works. Yeah, so I'm going to let these in here now. Where's our Madra? Madra's there, beside the bowl. I must keep an eye on that now and see what's going on. There's hammering going on. I'm going to go and open the fence and let these in. It's on the far side, so I'm going to call them. Back in a sec. Now they should arrive through this hedge. Come on! Now, oh, here we go. So the reel is on this side. That's why I'm pulling them back through the hedge again, to allow them cross through here and then into our next little cell. So I've just been observing there while I turned the phone off, and Madra, our Louis Roney heifer, is bulling mad today, so Ruby has his work cut out. Yeah, we'll see how he gets on. So they're all coming here now, that's grand. I'm going to stand back. I go in here in fact. Where it's safe. Come on! Lead cow has arrived. That lady had a sore leg a while back, but she's perfectly mended now. The breeze is starting to blow a bit here, and there's a bit of rain in it too, so I'm sheltered. Come on! Come on, come on! So I'll get this move done fairly quick and I can go home then. Come on, girls. Come on. We're not mad hungry at all. If you can hear me with the breeze blowing, fair play to you. Come on. Come on. So after today now, all we have left to come bulling is the 2 galloways and our blue cow. Where is she? In front of that white lady there. And I think that's all. The rest have cycled once. Oh no, the white cow as well. That lady there, White Claire. The thinner one. Look at this carry on. So poor old Ruby's head is wrecked. He's not able for these little heifers at all, driving them mad. Come on, come on, in you go. Very good. Right, I'm going to tie this fence up here now and they can relax here for the day. I'll check on them again this evening and that will be them for the day. So this is my little video on the first day of July. Ruby's under pressure, but he'll get there. So for now we'll say good luck. Look at this carry on and goodbye.